The Binding of Isaac is one of the most popular roguelikes of all time. In roguelikes you start every game with nothing and you're quite weak. But during the run you will collect items which will make you stronger. Some give straight up stats like damage or fire rate, some give utility like flight or health, and some are absolutely busted and game winning. I will be using none of that. In this challenge, picking up items is banned. The goal is to get every ending in the game by beating all the main bosses. The only rule is that picking up items is completely banned. Even story items are banned. I'm gonna try to keep my item page completely empty. I was inspired by DJ Jill, who made a video where he beat the first two main bosses with just a weak base Isaac. It made me think how far I could push this and how far I could possibly go in a no item save file. I started testing and theory crafting and realized it was actually really interesting. I get the feeling that the creator of this game, Edmund McMillan, made this just barely possible on purpose, to lure stupid YouTubers like me into attempting it. If you are watching Edmund, love your games, especially Isaac. But let's get to the challenge. I start my first game with the starting character Isaac. In this game you clear a floor, collect some items and beat the boss. Then you go to the next floor, which is a bit more difficult. Since picking up items is banned, I must find another way to get stronger and survive. There are two things that can possibly help me. First we have consumables. These are one-time use pickups with effects. In this game I for example find a Lovis card, which can spawn 2 red hearts when used. The second thing that can help me are trinkets. I can hold one trinket which has a minor effect. In this game I find the broken syringe. This can potentially give me a damage or fire rate up every room. This is basically everything useful I've found in the first 3 floors of the game. And I'm barely stronger compared to when I started. The game however is getting more difficult with every floor. On the 4th floor I encounter a few hard rooms and due to my lack of damage I start getting hit a lot. I get all the way down to half a heart, in other words 1 hit away from dying. Then I find a secret room, where there are pills. Pills are also consumables and will be extremely important for this challenge. They can have all sorts of effects. But most importantly, they are the one thing that can give me stats. Unfortunately no straight damage ups, but I can get fire rate ups, which will result in more damage. The bad thing is that they can also be negative. You can't know what you get until you have taken that color pill before. So they are a double-edged sword, but to get anywhere I will need a bit of luck. I get a health up, which is really good, increasing my max HP. The second one is only used for items, which I don't have. The third one is really bad. This one speeds up the next room with enemies. Blowing up mushrooms can also drop pills, and here it actually happens. Unfortunately it's a HP down, so I basically gained nothing, and I'm screwed in the next room. Okay, these guys I can handle. Oh my god, not that I'm excited. No, I died. Yeah, this challenge is gonna be hard. But there is hope. Isaac is not the only character you can play as in this game. There is many other characters that have slightly different stats and they all have a certain gimmick. Unfortunately, a lot of them are locked behind hard bosses which I cannot beat yet, or behind picking up items. Luckily there are 5 characters I can realistically get with base Isaac. Out of these there is one guy that is perfect for this challenge. This is Kane. First of all, he has 20% more damage and more speed than Isaac, at the cost of some range. This is already great, but the best thing is his built-in starting item. Picking up items is banned, but starting items are allowed for this challenge, because this makes it a lot more interesting. Kane always has the fact of the item Lucky Foot. Lucky Foot turns all negative pills into positive pills. With Kane I can take pills without risking the run and get something useful more often. Lucky Foot also improves Kane's gambling luck, which is a really underrated part of the character. Kane is unlocked by having 55 coins in a single run. Currently, this is my main goal. The best way to do this is just by grabbing a lot of coins and never spending anything. The first 2 floors do not look very promising. I found a useless trinket, a range down pill, a luck down pill and an experimental pill. This one lowered my fire rate, the most important stat, and increased my shot speed, which is really worthless. In the first 2 floors I only managed to collect 10 coins, which is far away from my goal of 55. But on the 3rd floor my luck turns around. First 3 coins from a chest, 6 from a secret room, and then I encounter a room with a lot of poop. And one of them drops the petrified poop trinket. This is a really good trinket, especially with my goal in mind. With this trinket, all poops have a 50% chance of dropping something. This can be either a heart or a coin. So this will result in more money. I already found 4 coins, and on the next floor I encounter the same room, and all the poops together give me 10 coins due to one of them dropping a nickel. After a long boss fight with Peep, I make it to the 5th floor. Here I almost die in a room with brain enemies. Due to my lack of damage and them leaving a trail of blood that damages me if I walk on it, this normally very easy room was suddenly really hard. Luckily I survived, because the next room is a mini boss room against Slot. When he dies he often drops a card, and by some miracle I get a 2 of diamonds card, which doubles my money. Gain unlocked. This run died against the next boss by the way, so I was really lucky with that card. But now that I have Gain, things become a lot better. It's not an instant win, but my odds definitely increase. My first game with him goes quite smooth. In my first few floors I found a health up pill, a luck up pill, and I also found a lot of soul hearts. These hearts are a lot less common, but they can stack upon my red heart containers. Also, because Gain is faster and stronger, I get hit a lot less, and I can save this extra health for when I need it on the harder floors. I make it to the 6th floor, where the first main boss awaits. Here my HP is starting to get a bit lower, especially because of a fight with Greed in the shop. Because of Greed, there is no shop on this floor, so I give my money to a beggar, who rewards me with a devil card, which is pretty lucky. This card increases my damage by 80% for one room, which basically seals this run. The first main boss is Mom. I immediately use my devil card and try to get hit as little as possible. Mom herself is not that hard, she can only stomp down with her foot, but she keeps spawning other guys. If you lack damage, it's easy to get overwhelmed and lose a lot of health, but because of the devil card I'm fine and I kill Mom without a problem. One main boss down, 12 more to go. That was basically the tutorial. And now the game really opens up. The difficulty scales pretty linearly until the 6th floor. 2 more floors become available, with at the end the next main boss, Mom's Heart. Here the difficulty is also gonna spike really hard. Starting on the 7th floor, you lose a full heart when you get hit, instead of half a heart. In other words, damage is doubled. After killing Mom's Heart 10 times, another floor unlocks, which is even harder. And by meeting certain conditions, you can go to the 10th floor, which is impossible. This floor is optional, and the game becomes insane. It starts by giving you 4 items, which I of course cannot pick up. Afterwards, every room pretty much contains a boss, or 2, or 4. The difficulty of this floor is like 50 times the first floor, and I'm not kidding. Getting this far will be impossible, even with my code Gain. I think the 9th floor is as far as I could possibly go in an extremely good run. This means I could kill 4 out of the 13 main bosses. But I want to kill all of them. This is why I made a plan. There is one character which is even better than Gain. But this guy is locked behind the boss on that stupidly hard 10th floor. Mega Satan. But I think there is a way I could maybe kill him. In this game there are sacrifice rooms. By stepping on the spikes in these rooms you get a reward at the cost of health. These rewards get better the more health you sacrifice. Starting off with maybe a coin at the first sacrifice, to 30 coins or 7 soul hearts at the 10th sacrifice, which is the final reward. If you continue sacrificing however, you have a 50% chance of getting teleported to the 10th floor, which is exactly what I need. On this floor the Mega Satan fight is right at the start. So if I really prepare myself and teleport with the sac room, I can maybe kill him. There are however 3 huge problems. First of all, he is behind a huge golden gate. Normally you must get a golden key by killing 2 angels and collecting the key pieces. Killing the angels is easy, but I can't pick up items, so I can't collect the key pieces. There are luckily a few alternative ways to open the golden gate, and one of them does not require an item. A get out of jail free card can open all doors in a room, including the golden gate. This card can only appear in a run after you beat the speed challenge. This challenge becomes available after beating Mom for the first time, which I just did. But there are 2 more problems. Another problem is that the golden gate does not appear on a new save. I first need to beat the other boss on the 10th floor, which is the lamp. This guy unfortunately is not next to the first room of the floor. It's hidden somewhere in the corner. As I mentioned, this floor is insanely hard, with every room containing bosses, so I would never be able to reach the lamp. There is luckily one card that can help me, the Emperor card. This card teleports you straight to the boss of the floor. So if I can find an Emperor card in a run and use the sacrifice room to get to the 10th floor, I could then use the card to immediately get to the lamp and fight him while I still have max HP. It's a decently hard boss, but given enough attempts I could beat him, unlocking the golden gate. Now we arrive at the last problem. Mega Satan is an extremely hard boss fight. This guy has a bunch of HP, so it's a very long fight. In the first phase he also spawns 13 other bosses, which you have to kill. And in the second phase the bullet hell can get absurd. But for this problem I also have an ID. The Chaos card. This card kills everything it hits. It would only kill one of the 2 phases of Mega Satan, but that should be enough. Just like the Get Out of Jail Free card, this card is also locked behind a challenge. This challenge is unlocked by beating Mom's heart 9 times. So this is the plan. If I can do everything in this plan and defeat Mega Satan, I unlock the perfect character for this challenge, which I can use to kill the remaining bosses. With the Mega Satan plan in place, I start another run as Kane, with a few goals. If I find an Emperor card, try to kill the lamp, otherwise try to beat Mom's heart. After losing a few games, I get another good run. I get a Tears Up pill, a Speed Up pill and a Size Down pill. This reduces the size of my hitbox. I also find one of the best trinkets for this challenge, Brainworm. It kinda makes my tears home in on the enemies, which will result in less misses, so more damage. I made a quick trinket tier list for itemless and it's top 3 for sure. This run also shows how important the improved gambling luck of Kane can be. On the 6th floor, where I have to fight Mom, I am very low on HP. But on this floor I also found an arcade with a shell game, which I can play a bunch to get a lot of pickups. I restore all of my HP, get a bunch of bombs and I even get an Eternal Heart. Slot machines and fortune telling machines can also be used to gamble, but they break after a while. The nice thing about shell games is that they won't ever go away, unless they pay out with Scatodal. But if they are about to do that, I can just leave the room. This way I can gamble for a very long time. Unless I kill him by not reacting fast enough to a troll bomb he can pay out with. But if played well, these guys can save runs. I fight Mom and because of a Devil card and Brainworm I manage while only getting hit once. This way I also get an extra heart container, since I protected my Eternal Heart. Somehow I managed to survive the 7th floor. And on the 8th floor I get a Wheel of Fortune card, which spawns a fortune telling machine. These things are awesome. They can give soul hearts, cards and trinkets, which are all things I can use. They are one of the best things I can find in a run. Until they break. But this one gave 4 soul hearts and a chariot card before breaking. I also found another shell game on this floor. I spent all of my money and get a bunch of bombs and 1 soul heart. Now it's time for the Mom's heart fight. I'm very underpowered for this fight, but at least I have some health. But I did just get a lot of bombs. And this is the last boss I have to fight. Bombs are most often used for finding secret rooms or blowing up special rocks, but they can also be used for combat. They deal significantly more damage than me, and with a stationary target they are quite easy to hit. In the last half I use my chariot card, making me invulnerable, and I spam even more bombs. And just like that I got my first Mom's heart kill, and there is some progress in the big plan. Then I got amazing ID to unlock lucky pennies. Picking them up gives you 1 coin and a luck up. Some trinkets are affected by luck and can become really powerful. Because I will be doing a lot of gambling, I will encounter many lucky pennies. They can be unlocked by donating 2 coins to the greed donation machine at the end of greed mode. But there is no way I can beat greed mode, unless I break the game. There is a game break you can pull off without items, with the trinket Swallowed Penny. Swallowed Penny is locked behind the slow wall challenge. This challenge was easy to do without picking up items, since you start off with a very strong build. With the trinket unlocked, I jump into greed mode. First I found the counterfeit penny, which increased money gained by 50%. And a bit later I already found the swallowed penny in the shop. Swallowed penny makes so I drop a coin when I take damage. This drops at least 2 coins per heart. In the shop I can buy a heart for 2 coins. In other words, infinite money. So now I have infinite pills, so I max out my health, fire rate and speed. I also decide to unlock huge growth, which you can unlock by getting very big. This card gives the largest damage increase out of any card and will be very useful later. I'm not playing as Kane and unfortunately only had range down pills in my pool, and due to a bad experimental pill, my range is really bad. Because of this, the greed fight was pure chaos. Looking in. Oh, the range. The damage is okay though. Damage could be worse. I have not much HP left. Oh my god, I'm so low health. Oh, he's so close. Fuck yes! Oh my god, that was soul crushing! Only made it out with 45 coins though, so not 68, but that's fine. At least I beat him. We unlock Lucky Penny. Oh my god. Can't believe after all that setup I still almost died. Range, guys, is so important. That's one big side goal completed. Off stream I decided to grind the donation machine and get it to 666 coins. So from now on the store is fully upgraded. Now we can play some good games. More options in the shop and no more money to the donation machine, so more money to spend. Because of this I decided to maximize on gambling. To do this I can use the level generation system of this game. Arcades can spawn every other floor, so floor 2, 4, 6 and 8. They only spawn if you have more than 5 coins, which I will make sure to always have. If you have 2 keys or more, arcades can be replaced by chest rooms, which are normally better, but for me are a lot worse. But if I have 5 or more coins and 0 or 1 key, the chance for an arcade is 90%. This is huge. My next game perfectly illustrates this. I go into the 6th floor looking quite bad. Low HP and no stats up at all. I do have 99 coins to the counterfeit penny and 1 key. In other words, 90% chance for an arcade. After clearing a few rooms, I already find it. 50% of the arcade layouts have a shell game, and this one does as well. As I said before, these guys don't leave, unless they play out Skatodl or die by Trollbomb. I played this guy at least 100 times, and got absolutely stacked. The blood donation machine also helps convert extra health drops into money, so I can play longer. After 10 minutes of gambling, I don't pay attention and accidentally hit Skatodl, but I'm stacked anyway. I go into the mom fight, pop the strength card which gives me a decent damage buff, and make it to the 7th floor. On this floor there can't be an arcade, and I'm literally base stat game. One really evil room gets close, because I lack damage and just can't kill the enemies. Luckily the boss of the floor is easy, and I make it to the 8th floor. Due to my previous shell game I have a bunch of keys, something I will avoid in future runs. I still have a 60% chance for an arcade and 40% for a chest room. The floor is hard for base stat game, and I almost die multiple times. But then I find the arcade. I need to use my chariot card to survive the room, but now the arcade can save me. Unfortunately there is no shell game in this arcade, but there is a slot machine. The slot machine luckily does not instantly break, and I get 1 heart and an I'm drowsy pill. This thing is busted. It slows down whatever room you're in, so I'm gonna use it in a mom's heart fight. Normally I would die here, base stat gain with only 3 HP, but thanks to the I'm drowsy pill and some bombs, I managed to get an easy win. That brings me to 2 out of 9 hard kills. In my next game I buy a card in the first shop, and it's an Emperor card. That means it's time for plan B. Let's try to kill the lamp. To get to him I need the Emperor card and a sacrifice room. Here I need to sacrifice 12 hearts to teleport to the 10th floor. I don't really have that much health to spare, but if I can get an arcade with a shell game and a sacrifice room on the same floor, I will be in business. If you go to the next floor with full red hearts, a sacrifice room has a 36% chance to show up. The chance for an arcade is 90%, with half of them having a shell game. This gives me a 16% chance of getting a shell game and a sacrifice room on the same floor. Not the best odds, but I will take it. I have 3 shots at this. It can happen on 4th, 6th and 8th floor. Technically it can also happen on the 2nd floor, but at that point I don't have enough money and the floor is too small to spawn everything. I go to the 4th floor and pray to RNGesus, and oh my god I got lucky. A few rooms in I found the sacrifice room, followed by an arcade 2 rooms later. Now I just need to hit the 50% roll for a shell game. Yes! I clear the entire floor and get 41 coins, and now it's time to gamble. All the red outs I get go to the sacrifice room, until I get to the 12th sacrifice, which can teleport me. On my 10th sacrifice I unfortunately got the 30 coins, and not the 7 soul hearts. But that does mean I can gamble for longer. I was very careful with troll bombs and mega troll bombs to make sure he did not die. But then disaster struck. A troll bomb and a mega troll bomb. I was not prepared for this, and I could not save him. There was nothing left I could do now, so I grabbed all the soul hearts and went to the sac room. At this point every sacrifice has a 50% chance to teleport me to the 10th floor. If this happens immediately, I will have 5 HP to fight the lamp. Ah! Fuck. Second go? Come on, no! Not even on my third one, I'm gonna be on 2 HP! What? Not even. Luckily I can regen these hearts at least. Why am I not teleporting? Okay, there we go. 2 HP to kill the lamp. I probably should have just gone to the next floor to try and get a better setup. But fuck it, we ball. See this room? Yes, it's just a boss, so I'm not gonna do this. This is the main boss. Let's see if we can beat him. But some attacks are basically undodgeable. Like the one with the homing shots just now. Like this one is sometimes undodgeable if he's in the wrong spot. Oh no, that was damage. Ah! Fuck! No! Oh, that was my first shot at this though. Of course I died. But I did get a 1/8 of his health bar, which I'm kinda proud of. A few games later, I get another good run. I got a health up, range up, speed up, shot speed up, and lock up pill. On the 5th floor I find an Emperor card, and now it's serious again. I can potentially get that magic shell game sac room combo on the 6th and 8th floor. On the 6th floor I do get an arcade, but no sac room. I accidentally get Scatoddle, so I go to the 7th floor. On this floor I get a sacrifice room, but unfortunately an arcade cannot spawn on this floor. I have a lot of bombs due to the shell game on the last floor, so I eventually find the secret room. That's good. That's a lot of hearts. If I take a lot of damage... Wait! A lot of hearts? Sac room? Oh, I have to fight the lamp with base damage. Fucking game. But yeah, let's fucking do it. Okay, we have a lot of hearts on the floor. So now we're gonna get the 7 soul hearts or the pennies. Please be soul hearts. Yes! Let's go! Let's go! Okay, we pick up this heart. And now we have a 50-50, so... let's hop on and pray. Didn't get it on the first one. Okay, fortunate. Fortunate. Okay, we get it. Third one. Okay, I've decent HP. I have decent HP. There is a good chance I can do this. I have 40 bombs, that's more than enough. Let's check this room. It's probably gonna be boss. Yeah, so we dip. What's up, dude? This attack is really scary. This extra speed, ooh. This extra speed I want to say do be helpful, but I immediately get hit when I say that. This is so easy, guys. We're doing it. Hell yeah. This was a major obstacle and a big step in the plan. Now the golden gate will appear in future runs. At this point I have to unlock the get out jail free card. This way, if I encounter it, I can try to play the sac room and give Mega Satan a go. Just like I did with the Emperor card and the lamp. The get out jail free card is unfortunately locked behind the speed challenge, which is really fucking hard. In this challenge you only have 16 minutes to defeat Mom's heart as Isaac. The game is also sped up by 40%. No starting items or anything. I can just barely beat Mom's heart with Gain, and in those runs I min-max every floor. Those games take me at least an hour. How am I ever gonna beat Mom's heart in 60 minutes with Isaac, while the game is also a lot more difficult because everything is sped up? I did give it a solid try. For 4 hours straight I did attempts, because I wanted to see how far I could possibly go. But it was absolutely absurd. Death after death after death after death. Some rooms or bosses also became impossible with this speed. In my best attempt I got to floor 5, where I died against the fallen boss. In this run I only had 2 minutes left on the clock, so I would have never made it to the 8th floor to kill Mom's heart. After 4 hours straight of attempts, I didn't even manage to defeat Mom, let alone Mom's heart. The 7th and 8th floor are also exponentially harder than the first 6 floors, so there is absolutely no way I can do this. So I concluded that this challenge is impossible without picking up items. But I can bend the rules a little bit. What if a friend came by and helped me? In this game, co-op is a thing. By pressing start in the spawn room with another controller, a second character can join the game. This way you can play the game with 4 people at once. Unfortunately I don't have friends that can play Isaac at all. So I downloaded 3 really cool programs called VJoy and Global Controller Remapper. Now I can do this with my Xbox controller. Just imagine there is 3 other guys who are exactly as good as I am in this game. This cheese is, by the way, only used for this stupid challenge, to get the get out of jail free card, and not anywhere else. In co-op the damage you do is reduced, but 4 Isaacs will still result in 3 times more damage. Still, this challenge was really hard. I deal 3 times more damage, but I also take 4 times more damage, and there was not enough hearts to heal. Especially Mom was a problem, since the foot stomps are really hard to avoid and it damages all my characters. I did make it to the 8th floor once, but I ran out of time and died. The game was also a bit buggy every now and then. I'm sure that with 4 Isaacs this challenge is possible, but I did find something really cool I want to show. At some point I mapped the start button to the right on the D-pad on my Xbox controller, since I never used the D-pad. But this resulted in the extra player spawning in as Maggie, which blew my mind. In a normal game, the co-op player can choose his character in this menu. In challenges you are supposed to have a set character, but because the inputs for join and right on the D-pad happen at the same time, the co-op player spawns in as Maggie. Because this was so cool and useful, I decided to run with it. Now I have a triple Yum heart to restore my health. My characters having different speeds is kinda annoying and can cause some desyncs, but Yum heart is worth it. Still, this challenge was hard. The 60-minute time limit is tight and I had to play fast. Just going straight to the boss of the floor and continuing. Mom is still a nightmare with her stomps. And in the 7th and 8th floor, taking double damage makes it impossible to stay healthy. Mom's heart itself is also no joke, with all the enemies she spawns. After hours of attempts, I get a run where I found an Emperor card in a second shop. If I reach the 8th floor, I can go straight to the boss and I don't have to look for it, saving me time and health. The Mom fight was still a nightmare, but I do manage to win. On the next floor I was lucky, and I found the boss really quick. It was a bloodbath, but I did beat him in the end. I had 3 minutes and 22 seconds to complete this challenge. I decided to try and heal some health, by clearing a few rooms. And then I got lucky and I found an arcade, where I managed to heal quite a bit of health. Now it's time to ball. There's so much happening, I can't even process it. I think I'm winning, guys! No! Okay, I won. I won. I won! Yes! Oh man, I've been trying this for 7 hours. Sorry for the co-op cheese, guys, but it was necessary. Now we can continue with the interesting stuff. With a lot more progress on the plan, it's time to get back to Kane runs with a new goal. If I find a get out of jail free card, try to kill Mega Satan. Otherwise, try to beat Mom's heart. Apparently, get out of jail free card is a special card. These are unfortunately very uncommon. At least this card has a unique sprite on the map, so if it appears, I will immediately notice, unlike the Emperor card. I proceed to kill Mom's heart 7 more times, without finding a single get out of jail free card. I really try my best to get them, checking shops, playing fortune telling machines, but I guess it's pretty rare. The Mom's heart kills are very similar. Min-max the floor, gamble if possible to get bombs and health, get the mom's heart with a good card, trinket or sold number of bombs and try to win. I do want to highlight 2 runs. One where I got 9 health up pills. They just kept on coming. In this run I also found a red patch trinket. This trinket has a chance to increase your damage for the room if you get hit. A surprisingly good trinket for this challenge, and especially for this run. I beat mom's heart and even managed to get to the 10th floor with the sacrifice room. If I had a get out your free card here, I would have a good shot. I tried to get one by clearing some rooms, but you can see how brutal this floor is. 3 ragmans in one room for example. I managed to beat only 3 rooms before dying. This shows how important that Emperor card was in the lamp run, and how happy I am that the golden gate is in the first room. In another run I got brainworm and a lot of tears up pills and some range ups. Probably the strongest I will ever get with Kane. But again, no get out jail free card. I managed to clear 7 rooms before dying this time. After beating mom's heart 9 times, I unlocked the demo challenge, which when completed unlocks the chaos card. If I can hit Mega Satan with it, I can skip the first phase of the fight. Beating the demo challenge is easy. You start with Duck the Fetus, which makes it so you shoot bombs. I can also make them explode whenever I want with Remote Detonator. A quick speedrun to this challenge unlocks me the chaos card. Now the setup of the plan is complete. I just need to kill Mega Satan. I thought of 2 ways to possibly beat this guy. First of all, I need to get out your free card to open the door to fight him at all. Then I need one of the following. The Mitosis Trinket. This trinket allows me to take pickups on the current floor with me to the next floor. If in a run with Mitosis, I can also find a Chaos card or an I'm Drowsy pill or a Huge Growth. I can teleport to the 10th floor using a sec room and take them with me. Then use the Get Out Your Free card to open the door and take the other with me to fight him. This will probably allow me to win. The other option is based on a luck stat. If I get a good trinket like Red Patch or Jawbreaker with a high luck stat, they become really powerful, and I could probably also win. But to make any run happen, I need to get out Joe free card. I spent 13 hours beating mom's heart 7 more times, and I did not find a single get out Joe free card while actively looking for them. I could spend many more hours without finding a single one. Instead, I have a better idea. I will start a run and check the first shop and see if there's a get out Joe free card. This is probably the fastest way to see as many cards as possible. After 15 minutes of walking to the shop on the first floor, I decide to download the mod to teleport me to the first shop when I start the game. It is the same effect as walking there, but it will save me hours of my life. I find my first jail card after 174 resets. Now I need to find 5 coins or a bomb to blow up the donation machine and get 5 coins that way. Luckily I do find one in the curse room. Just like with the lamp attempts, I need a shell game and a sacrifice room on the same floor. This is a 60% chance of happening on the 4th, 6th and 8th floor. When I teleport however, I do need to be strong enough. In this game unfortunately, no sac room shows up. I make it all the way to the 8th floor, but no luck. To make it even more sad, I also died to mom's heart, not even unlocking another ending. On reset 385 I again get a jail card, and I do find just enough money to buy it. On the 6th floor I hit a 60% chance jackpot, a sac room and an arcade with a shell game. I spent all my money gambling, and a lot because of the counterfeit penny which I found on the 3rd floor. I went from 3 bombs all the way to 51 bombs, and easily had enough health for all the sacrifices. In this run I also had 2 tears up pills resulting in 25% more damage and some range ups. I also found out that you can get to the 10th floor with max health if you do this. We do. And I picked up the soul heart! Yo, I'm going in with 1 extra health than normal. Still, I do not have a strong consumable or a strong trinket, which I think are necessary to win. But at least I can try. Okay, I'm gonna use the get out your free card. Get out of jail. 51 bombs. 3.45 fire rate, not too bad. Little bit of range as well. This is maybe possible. The trinket we have sucks though. Like, counterfeit penny is worthless. But let's try. Still going? Holy. Bro, and this is 1 attempt. And it's probably not even gonna be the attempt. Fuck. Okay, now we fight these guys. Oh my god, that was so good. Don't know exactly what happened there, but I love it. Okay, I'm gonna stop using bombs on this guy. I'm gonna save my bombs for Mega Satan because yes, I have 45 bombs, but I'm gonna need them. I'm missing all my bombs and I hate it. Yes, I hit him. Who's slowing me down? Okay, that was the first phase. I think we have 4 health down. Not the best. The hardest phase is yet to come. Okay, now I need to be ready. After this one, 2 terrible bosses spawn. So I'm gonna drop a bomb when I kill this guy. So, now. Oh, I thought it would spawn in the middle. Oh my god, I hate that boss so much. Nice. Thank you. What's it called? Red? Thank you, Super Red, for helping me kill that stupid boss. Oh man. Oh yeah, and this is gonna be terrible. I hope the one guy spawns a lot of bombs. Kill the other guys. Oof, took damage again there. The lasers do friendly fire? Oh my god. That's amazing. We now just need to kill the angels. Just in time with the dodge. Ah, fuck. I couldn't see him. Okay, now the other one. I'm surprised the angels don't spawn minions. I thought they did. Okay, I'm starting to feel it in my chest. We might actually have a shot at this. Okay, that was the angel. Oh, what? No! Fuck! Didn't sign up for Lust. Lust is also one of the annoying ones because she dodges the attacks with me. Get die! Die! Fuck! Yes! Oh, that was terrible! Okay. Second phase. Mega Satan with 2 health and 10 bombs. This is gonna be insane if I do it. I'm probably gonna die though. I will try my absolute best. Oh, fuck. That was so bad. Shouldn't have gotten hit by that. No, I died. A pretty good attempt. I even made it to the second phase. This gives me hope. If I have a run with a decent trinket or consumable, I can win. Maybe if I had even more bombs, it would also have been possible. After that great run, I immediately tried to get another run. But I did not know that I had a long streak of fails ahead of me. Sometimes I just did not encounter a sec run. Other times I failed to buy the get out of jail free card. One run had a lot of potential. I found the arrow trinket. The arrow trinket turns into a random trinket every room. In one room it turned into a walnut. If you take explosive damage, walnut has a 25% chance to be destroyed and drop a heart, coin, key and a trinket. But because it's the arrow trinket and not the real walnut trinket, it does not go away. So I blow myself up endlessly to get a lot of trinkets. And at some point I get mitosis, which is part of one of my win conditions. Unfortunately, this happened. So now I'm gonna blow myself up a lot in this room. See if we can get a good trinket. Give me Jawbreaker. No! Do I get it back? Fuck! Fuck! In another run, I was really stacked. I had maxed out fire rate, I got some range ups and speed ups. I also found red patch in this run, and on the 8th floor there was a sacrifice room. But unfortunately, in the arcade, there was no shell game. It was really bad. So I did not have the hearts to go to the 10th floor. I tried everything, but there was no way. I did beat Mom's heart for the 10th time, which at least unlocks another ending. In another run I found a secret room with a lot of hearts on the 3rd floor. as well as a sack room. I found the Liberty Cap trinket this game, which has a 25% chance to grant a random mushroom item effect. It could be great if I get really lucky and it triggers Magic Mush in a Mega Satan fight. A 3.5% chance. Someone in chat said no balls if I didn't go to the Mega Satan fight. So I did. But unfortunately I had no mushroom effect. So I died. I then lost a lot more games with the Get Out Jail Free card. At this point I've been attempting this for 5 days, streaming every day. About 20 hours of attempts in total. The next run was very meh. I did not have the stats or bombs and only a decent trinket. Also no sack room on the important floors. I did manage to beat Mom's Heart this run with basically base stat Kane, which I was pretty proud of. After defeating Mom's Heart 11 times, it will be replaced with It Lives in the future. Instead of getting an ending chest, I can now continue to the 9th floor after defeating It Lives. More importantly, it also unlocks the Blue Bomber challenge. This challenge unlocks golden bombs. If you find a golden bomb on the floor, you can use an infinite amount of bombs. This can be useful for finding secret rooms or blowing up mushrooms and skulls without losing valuable bombs. The challenge is absolutely free. You start with item Kamikaze, so you can explode on command. I am also immune to explosions. You do need to kill Satan, but it's very easy with these starting items. In my next game I immediately encountered the golden bombs. I discovered that with the insane amount of gambling I do, it's pretty common to get them. Golden bombs might have been an insane unlock. This run had a lot of bombs which I should have used more, but unfortunately I died on the boss of the 7th floor, which was really embarrassing. At this point I was doing Mega Satan attempts every day for more than a week. In 2 days I had to leave for a ski trip. If I was gonna go on a ski trip right now, I would come back rusty. So the run had to happen within 2 days. The day started off great, with a card I could not buy. I found the next card while eating some chips. In the curse room I found a spiked chest, which gave me golden bombs. Now I can destroy everything on this floor. I also found this. Yo, gold penny, let's fucking go! With gold penny I can gamble for days. With the curse room entrance, which deals damage, I was able to farm a lot of coins for the first floor of the game. I also bought a speeded pill in the shop. On the next floor I get lucky, and I found an arcade with a shell game. Like I said, with Swallowed Penny you can go almost infinitely. I clear the floor and I also find a walnut trinket. Now it's time for a lot of gambling. The way I can convert red hearts into coins is by making the shell game spawn a fly. Now I can take damage from him and pick up the hearts again. I also got a lot better at dealing with troll bombs. By leaving and re-entering the room, I can reset the fuse timer so I have more time to solve the problem. I also got golden bombs from this. With golden bombs I decide to break the walnut trinket, which gives me the blasting cap trinket. This provides me with a 10% chance to drop a bomb after using a bomb. I have golden bombs, isn't it infinite bombs? I have to check this out, that would be so sick. It would have been such a cool game break though. Yo, it does work! Let's go, infinite bombs guys, infinite bombs. After walking in circles for 10 minutes straight, I maxed out my bombs. Now there is no risk for the shell game to ever die. I gamble for half an hour before I run out of money. I go to the next floor with almost max health, 4 luck and of course 99 bombs. I spent more than an hour on the 2nd floor in total. And it was all worth it. On the very next floor I find a sack room. And the secret room is the one with all the hearts. I get to the 10 sacrifice and hit the 50-50 for the 7 soul hearts and not the 30 coins. I am hesitating really hard. I'm only on the 3rd floor and I already have 5 luck. If I can find a luck based trinket like Jawbreaker or Red Patch, or even another decent one, it would improve my odds significantly. I try my absolute best to find a trinket on this floor, and in the process I do find another speed up pill. But I'm still hesitating really hard. Just to recap real quick. In my 2nd game where I got a Get Out Your Free card, I did fight Mega Satan. That run I had 51 bombs and a few fire rate ups. At that point I never considered bombs could be a win condition. I thought I needed something off this list. But in that run I got pretty far, even managing to get past this horrible first phase. From that point onward, I started to consider a lot of bombs as a win condition. So I hesitate. What if I don't win, and I regret not continuing the run? I'm only on the 3rd floor. But on the other hand, what if I do continue, and I do not find another sacrifice room, like so many runs before? Oh, what if I don't win? What if I don't win? I know there is more than enough HP, that's the problem. Fuck, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm literally base stats Kane. With a little bit more speed and a fuck ton of bombs. Is that enough? I'm gonna say it's enough. I'm gonna try it. Fuck it, we ball. I did take the get out your free card with me, right? Yes, I did, okay. Oh, okay. I am shaking. More than a week of attempts has led to this moment. Let's see if I made the right decision. Attempt 5407 is gonna be the one. Kane versus Mega Satan. Oh my god, no, I took damage. Okay, I get the same champion, guys, so that's good. It's actually so helpful. The bombing of Isaac. Oh my god. No. Oh my god. On the sides. Oh my god, good hit. Oh my god, he came out of nowhere. Okay. Oh, I still got hit by that. I'm not looking good on damage. On health, I mean. Okay, when I kill that last phase thingy, I want to place a bomb right here, because that's gonna where the thingy is gonna spawn. Last. No, I took damage. Fucking creep, man. Okay, Lust is down, Lust is down. Oh my god, that was so bad. Oh yes, the laser took down almost 2 guys. No, that's damage. Okay. 3 health. Okay, wait. My legs are fucking shaking. I can take no more damage. I need 3 health for the last phase. Okay, angels. I'm surprised I didn't get it there. That was fucking clean! I'm actually burning through my fucking bombs. I notice now. It's fine, it's fine. Second phase. Okay, in the practice I did it with 3 lives. Let's see if I can do it again. Oh, this one I also don't like at all. Okay, we managed. The greedy bomb. Was a greedy attack. No, fuck. I thought I could walk there for some reason, but I couldn't. Oh yes. I dodged this fire attack. Oh my god. No! I hate this attack. I don't know where to go. I'm safe. Come on, die. Fuck. Another one. Oh my god. Fire. Please die. Fuck yes! Oh my god, fucking weak! It took me fucking did it! Oh my god! Why did it have to come down to 1 HP? Oh, my heart. My heart, guys. 1 HP. Oh my god, we unlocked Napoleon! We can play the game! Yes! I can play the game again! Oh, this is gonna be so fun! Green baby unlocked! And the destroyer, Napoleon. It was all worth it. I was so happy I won. Now I have Napoleon, the strongest character for this challenge. Kane is still absolutely the MVP of this challenge, but Napoleon is insane. Napoleon is basically a copy of the first character Isaac, but with less starting HP. But he starts with the item Void. Void is amazing. Previously, when I encountered an item, it was completely worthless, and I would just walk away. Now I can use Void. This destroys the item and gives me 2 stats up. This can also be damage. Finally, I can increase my damage. Void can increase every stat except for HP. Normally, when you run Napoleon, you turn bad items into stats and pick up the good ones. I will be voiding everything. Void is an active item. This means that I can manually activate it and I need to clear 4 rooms to charge it again. This will sometimes force me to still skip items. But still, turning a lot of previously useless items into stats makes this by far the strongest character for this challenge. There are still 6 main bosses I have yet to defeat and 6 endings to unlock. Hush is the first one. If I can beat the 8th floor within 30 minutes, an alternate path opens to the Hush floor, with Hush as the main boss. With Kane I have absolutely no shot at making this, but with Napoleon I can. When I beat him once, I unlock the Void floor with Delirium as the boss. If I beat Hush 3 times, I unlock a complete alternate path, with completely new enemies. And at the end, Mother as the main boss. Finally, when Mother is defeated, a strange door will appear on the 6th floor, which I will have to access to the ascent sequence, with the final boss of the game, Dogma, followed by the Beast. The progression here is very linear. Beat one boss, unlock another. This accounts for 4 out of the 6 remaining bosses. There are 2 side quest bosses. First is Greedier. When you beat Greed mode a few times and donate 500 coins to the Greed donation machine, a hard mode becomes available, with an extra difficult 2-phase ultra greed fight. The other side quest is ? Normally, to reach the floor of this boss, you need a Polaroid item, which is banned. But with Napoleon, there's a way I can get there itemless, if I encounter the golden remote. If I ever encounter it, I will do the side quest. But the first stop is beating Hush 3 times to unlock the modified, and maybe beat Delirium in the process. To do this, I need to beat It Lives at the 8th floor within 30 minutes to even have a chance at fighting Hush. Now I need to go as fast as possible by trying to avoid a lot of items. Every floor I would try to avoid the treasure room item and the boss item, if I had enough charges. If I have no charges, I could hope for a battery in the shop, which charges your active item. Finally, batteries have a use now. If somehow I had an extra charge on the floor, I could do a cool trick. I could buy a passive item in the shop and then use Void before it goes into my inventory. This way I can destroy the item and get more stats. I must be careful that it is a passive item and not another active item like Void. Otherwise, this happens. Oh no! Why can't I? Oh, I can't pick up active items. Luckily I have a backup save which I can load back into in case things like this happen. Thankfully I don't have to reset for half an hour anymore to get a get out your free card. Now I can just jump straight into the next game. This run was really good. I avoided a lot of items, so my stats were good. Good fire rate, good damage and a lot of luck. Then I found the Jawbreaker trinket. It did not take me long before I had 9 luck and Jawbreaker was always active, giving me a 3.2 times damage multiplier on top of my already good stats. With this I got through the rooms very fast and I also destroyed It Lives. Now I can attempt Hush for the first time. The problem this run is health. Void can't give HP ups. and I did not find many soul or eternal hearts. My damage is insane, but if I get hit 4 times, it's over. The first phase is very easy and ends very fast. The second phase, however, is the real fight. This is an endurance test. My damage is great, but it will still take a while to kill him. I also had not practiced this at all. He has one attack with transcendent shots that travel through the wall off screen and they come back on the other side. I suck at dodging that attack, and while dodging I cannot shoot him. Unfortunately I died, but I got some experience. Runs luckily only take half an hour now, which is so nice. The next run was cracked. On the first floor I avoided the trash room item and the boss item. I also found a crawl space which had another item. And in the shop I bought a battery for an extra charge and a huge growth card. The biggest damage up a card can possibly give. I avoided the crawl space item and this run was off to a great start. On the 4th floor I got even more lucky. I found a library. These rooms have a 5% chance of spawning every floor and are amazing for Apollyon. This one had 5 books, which is pretty lucky. Books are active items and you can only have one active item at the same time. So normally you can only choose one book. I, however, can void all of them, since void works for the entire room. Voiding active items is different than passive items. I get no stats at all, but all the effects the books normally have are added to void. So now when I activate void, this happens. One of the books was Book of Revelation, which gives a soul heart when used. This is super nice, since it means 1 soul heart every void. Most of the effects of the other books unfortunately go away when I leave the room. But since there are so many useful combat effects, I could use it in the Hush fight. The Hush floor is very small, a shop, 2 items and 4 chests. In the shop there's a battery and a soul heart, so I avoid 1 item room and get a huge helper with monster manual. Then I buy the battery and the soul heart, and now I'm ready for Hush. Huge growth immediately gives me 7 extra damage. The first phase is easy as always. The second phase goes smoothly, and as soon as I start that stupid transcendent tier attack, I use Void. Book of Shadows, which I also voided, gives me a shield. Book of Belial gives me damage, and Telekinesis gives me homing shots. It's still an endurance test, but my damage is great and my shots almost can't miss. With this insane run, I'm somehow only got hit once. Thank you so much, library. 1 run down, 2 more to go. This also unlocks the Void floor and Delirium. In my next run, at some point I got an angel deal. With Apollyon I always try to get angel deals over devil deals, since I can void 1 item there without paying health like in devil deals. I can also bomb the angel to trigger a fight. If I win, I get rewarded with a key piece, which is normally used to open the Mega Satan door. I will just void it to get even more stats. A few floors later I get another angel deal, and this one has a prayer card. The prayer card is an active item that when used gives you an eternal heart, which turns into a full red heart container when you find another one or you go to the next floor. This is a huge find and will massively increase my red heart HP. This run is not as strong as the previous one. A devil card instead of a huge growth card and no useful active items in void this time. At least not for combat, prayer card is huge. Somehow the fight goes extremely well. Maybe I've gotten better at the fight, or maybe I just got lucky. He barely used the transcendent tier attack and I managed to win, taking only 1 damage. But since I've beaten him before, the game does not end. I can go to the Void floor, with Delirium as the main boss. This floor is huge, with a lot of fake bosses and 1 Delirium fight. Delirium is one of the hardest bosses in the game, but I can gain a lot of stats on this floor, since every fake boss will drop an item. Prayer card is also huge. The first boss room I check on this floor is Delirium, but I am not ready and I use my Emperor card to teleport out to another boss. Now I know where Delirium is and I can avoid him. I then full clear and min-max this huge floor and have insane stats for the Delirium fight. These stats are good, even for a run with items. I immediately use a Magician card, giving me homing shots, which is very good for this fight since he teleports around a lot. He has a lot of health, but I managed to win without too much stress. Another boss down, 4 more to go. I need to kill Hush 1 more time before being able to go to the next main boss. Very quickly I get another good run. On the 3rd floor I find a library with Book of Revelations. This means a soul heart every void. On the next floor there is a fortune telling machine, which I play until it breaks, which spawns a crystal ball. Crystal Ball is an amazing active item. Each time it's used, I get a soul heart or a card, so more health or a card every void. I also void the Sprinkler, which is also an active item. I then find huge growth in the chest, and that basically seals the deal. Great stats, a lot of HP, this should not be a problem. Okay, the Sprinkler, go! The Sprinkler is going ham, by the way, look at him go! Bam, 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 bam. I'm taking more damage than last time. Last time I only took 1 damage, but it's fine, 3 damage is nice. You unlocked the secret exit, alt pads unlocked. Sprinkler got the kill! Fuck yeah, Sprinkler! A pretty easy fight. Now we can go to the alt pad and fight Mother. But before doing the 2 final bosses of the game, I want to get the side quests out of the way. The item I need to beat question mark is the golden teleporter. I have not encountered it yet, so I reset until I find it in the first treasure room. This active item teleports me to a room I have not cleared yet. On this floor I cleared all the rooms and it sends me to the secret room, which I had not yet found. If you have already found the secret rooms and cleared all the rooms on the floor, it will send you to the devil or angel deal. If you have also been in that room, there is no more rooms that are unexplored. Golden Remote has nowhere to send you, so it will teleport you to an error room. These rooms are weird. There can be all sorts of things. In an error room you can't go back to the floor you were doing, but there will always be a way to the next floor. On the 8th floor I kill It Lives, and I go to the angel version of the 9th floor. I completely clear the floor, including finding the secret rooms. I kill the boss of the floor, Isaac, and normally the game ends here, since I don't have the Polaroid. But I can use Void with the golden remote. This sends me to the devil room, which I have not seen yet. Luckily on the floor I found some batteries. Now golden remote has nowhere to send me, except for the arrow room. And in the arrow room there is always a way to the next floor. Now I am in the angel version of the 10th floor, with the main boss ? I somehow got a get out of jail free card this run, so I can also fight Mega Satan if I want. I clear the floor and find the boss. It is an easy boss, made even more simple by an I'm Drowsy pill. Another boss down, 3 more to go. Now it's time to take revenge on Mega Satan. The chance of finding a get out of jail free card are so small, so I just have to kill him. I killed this guy with 99 bombs and cane, so this should be a breeze. Yeah, this should be a breeze. I'm melting through these guys. I was struggling so hard with these guys last time. Oh, this phase also took so long with the other run. So in between every attack I got like 1 or 2 bombs in. Now I can just continue shooting him. Hey. It felt so good doing this with good stats. I killed Mega Satan in 4 minutes, instead of 14 minutes the last time I fought him. Now it's time for Ultra Greedier. Nobody really likes Greed mode, and this video is long enough, so let me go over it real quick. First I have to unlock him by donating 500 coins to the Greed donation machine. I am at 45. I did some rooms with Apollyon until this happened. There we go. 34 coins in that coin donation machine. 127. Are you kidding me? Yeah, the Greed donation machine has a chance to jam. This means you have to switch characters. The rest of the donation machine was filled by breaking Greed mode with Swallowed Penny, similar to what I did with Lazarus. Now it's time for Greedier, which is very hard somehow. You get less money compared to normal Greed, and the final boss has 2 phases, making him a lot more difficult. I tried to wing it by just doing random runs, but I kept dying. Apollyon's HP was just not enough. So I decided to reset it until I get a fortune telling machine in the shop. I played it until it broke and spawned a crystal ball. Now I have some sort of HP generation, which will be very nice. It was still close sometimes, but the extra soul hearts and occasional cards allowed me to reach the final fight against Greedier with a strength card. The fight went well, only taking a bit of damage. 1 more boss defeated, 2 more to go. Next up is Mother, the main boss of the alt pad. This is one of the most interesting bosses of this challenge. To reach this boss, you must go through the alt pads and do some very cool side quests to obtain 2 knife pieces. After killing a stronger version of Mom, these knife pieces can then be used to open a flash door. This will lead to a stronger version of the Mom's heart fight, after which you go to a completely new floor, the corpse, with at the end Mother as the main boss. But I can't do this. The knife pieces are items. There is luckily one other way the flash door can be opened. For some reason, the active item Sharp Key can open this door. If I avoid it, then I can use it to overcome this obstacle. But there is another problem. It's exclusively a shop item. And if you buy an active item in a shop, this happens. Oh no! But there is a way around this, and that's the credit card. It makes everything in the shop free, allowing me to avoid Sharp Key. Credit card is unlocked by beating the Cursed challenge. This challenge, however, is hard. Every door is a spike door, which means every time I switch rooms, I take damage. I thought this challenge was gonna take me ages, but somehow I got a really good run very fast. You start as Maggie with a lot of health ups and full mapping, so at least you know where you're going. I start by finding a Yarrow room, which can be very useful. On the 4th floor I almost died, but I found a secret room with a lot of hearts, bringing me back to max health. I was getting low again on the 5th floor, but a good room with Yara managed to get me back on track. I then got a devil card in the shop, which is super useful for the mom fight. But the boss on the 5th floor was terrible. Mask of Infamy. First I killed the heart, which is no problem, but now I must kill the mask, which can only be damaged from behind. Maggie, which is mandatory for this challenge, is slow, making it almost impossible to hit him from behind. Almost impossible. I fought this guy for 5 minutes straight, but I managed to win with only 1.5 hearts remaining. Luckily, he somehow drops 3 hearts. I managed to get the mom with full health thanks to his charge bagger. And thanks to the devil card and a lot of experience in this fight, I won. And I unlock credit card. Now it's time to get extremely lucky. I need both the credit card and the Sharp Key in one run. Credit card is also a special card, just like the get out jail free card was. So it's very rare. The best way to get the run going is unfortunately resets. Fuck me. Back to resets again. When I get one, I also now need to find a Sharp Key in a shop. This could be even more rare than finding a sacrifice room with a lot of health. It might take even more resets than Mega Satan did. I honestly do not know the odds. The model fight is also considered as the hardest fight in the game. So if I get there, I might not even win. The first credit card I found, my run was really bad. First, the Curse of the XL. This merges the first 2 floors, skipping the shop of the 2nd floor. On the 4th floor, I get a Greed Fight, replacing the shop. On the 5th floor, I get an Ultra Greed Fight, replacing the shop. Thanks game. I go to the alt pad and check 2 more shops, but unfortunately no Sharp Key. So there is no way to open the flash door. A few credit cards later, I get a better run. On the 2nd floor, I find a Yarrow run. I drop my credit card in the shop and Yarrow it. This gives me insane value, including 2 batteries and an extra credit card. On the 5th floor, I check the secret room and I get a Greed Fight. This is really good, because now I can't get a Greed Fight in my shop. Unfortunately, no Sharp Key. I go to the alt pad and I have 2 more shops to check. The shop on the 6th floor has a reroll machine, which is huge. A reroll machine only has a 10% chance to appear in the shop. This gives me 4 guaranteed rerolls, with every reroll afterwards being a 50-50 of the story in the machine. No Sharp Key, sharp plug though, but no Sharp Key. Please don't break. No Sharp Key. There it is! Fuck yes! Oh my god! It fucking worked!
Credit card.
Credit card? Void, baby. Oh my god, that worked so well! Holy balls! I did not expect to get it this fast. But now I just need to not throw the game. I did also find a prayer card in treasure room this game, so I do also get a lot of red heart containers. I am not used to this version of the mom fight, but it goes quite well. My stats are really good. I min-maxed quite a lot this game. Now I void and use Sharp Key to open the flash door. Mom's heart was no problem at all and I make it to the corpse. This floor is rough. My stats are pretty good, but still the boss of this floor took a while to be killed. Mother will be the hardest boss I have to fight yet. And I'm kinda scared I might die. I got really lucky with Sharp Key, so I have to win. I might not get this luck again for a very long time. But then this happened. Oh my god. That's better, right? I have 12 luck. Yo. Jawbreaker with more than 9 luck is basically a 3.2 times damage multiplier. This is the best thing that could have happened. I get really confident with this build and I go straight into the modified. No practice at all. And that was a mistake. Fucking me ball! I have a devil card as well. Plus 2 damage right away. Plus 3 damage. Oh my god, I take damage. Fuck! Fuck! What is this attack? How can I dodge it? Why is there a giant HP bar in the middle of my screen? Okay, okay. We're still decent, we're still decent. I'm so happy I found Jawbreaker. You guys don't believe. Oh my god, no. More of this attack, yes. That attack's easy to dodge. Fuck yes! Oh boy! Way easier than Mega Satan. Also, Otto, I got so lucky. I can't believe how lucky I got. This boss fight is insanely hard. Holy balls. Some shit is like barely dodgeable. I am so happy I had Jawbreaker. Otherwise, I would not have won. That fight is hard. But this unlocks the strange door. One more boss to go. Next up, I beat Boss Rush and the Lamp. Now I have every completion mark on the podium, except for the final main boss, the Beast, which will also unlock the final ending. To get to the Beast, you must do the Ascent, which can be accessed by going to the strange door. This door now appears on the 6th floor. The idea is that you kill Mom, get a Polaroid or a negative, then teleport out and open the strange door with it. Luckily, there are a lot of other options that can also open this door, including the broken padlock and faded Polaroid trinket, the sharp key and Mr. Me active items, and the get out jail free card. So I do what I do best when I need something specific, resetting shops. I will play a get out jail free card or a credit card. I get a get out jail free card first. It's a pretty good run and I reach the 6th floor. Now it's time to open the strange door and do the ascent. So let's open sesame. I have been lied to! Door can also be opened with broken padlock, cracked orb, faded Polaroid, soul of Cain, sharp key, Mr. Me, dance key, mysterious paper, get out jail free card. What? Oh wait, we can't read. It says but not and then get out your free card. Really? Does it say that? Oh, but not Mr. Me, dance key, mysterious paper or get out your free card. Why even list it? Make it a separate tab at least, instead of just listing a bunch of things. Like the way it's listed, it's just like, oh, here are the things that work. I hate whoever wrote this. This means I have a lot less options. Only the broken padlock or faded Polaroid trinket or credit card plus sharp key. I decided to reset for a credit card. That way I can play for all 3 ways to open the door at the same time. Then I got extremely lucky. Yo, credit card! And sharp key! Holy balls! What's this luck? Oh my god! I hope I can buy it! If I clear the room, maybe nickel if I clear the room. Bomb a nickel. Oh my! Let's fucking go! We can play! I can bomb the donation machine. It's an option. Then you find the secret room. Nice. Then we buy credit card. Use credit card. Void. Explosive diarrhea. Tears down. But then I find a very bad secret room with Ragman. This is one of the only bosses that can regenerate HP. And my damage is very low, especially with the fire rate down pill. I really do not want to lose this run. Oh my god, I don't want to die. Oh, fuck hell. That bomb was so good. Thank you, bombs. Saving my life. I did my normal Apollyon stuff this game and got a lot of stats. On the 5th floor, I found a pinky-eyed trinket, which makes it so I occasionally shoot a poison tier, and the chance increases with luck. I go to the 6th floor and use sharp key on the strange door, and it finally opens. The 6th floor is fully cleared, and I get as much stats as possible. And now it's time to get to the ascent. I do have to clear one Alpad floor, but instead of a boss, there is this. Okay, so this is Death's Note. This is the bane of my existence. I know this challenge is called the no item pickup challenge, or trying to beat all Isaac bosses without ever picking up an item. This is the one exception. This item doesn't do anything. So this thing doesn't do anything. It initiates the ascent sequence. That's it. It could have been a button. It could have been a light, beam of light. It could have been anything. For some reason they made an item. It does nothing. And I hate it. Worst thing is, I can't even void it. I tried voiding it, I can't. I have to pick it up. And I know it sucks, but... It hurts. It hurts. Get over it. Look at that. It's so ugly. I haven't had anything there ever. So yeah, this is kinda sad. It's debatable if it's even an item, since it does nothing. But yeah, I did pick it up. Let's forget about it for now. I will come back to it later. The ascent is very cool. Instead of fighting the boss and going down the floor, I spawn in the boss room and I must find the starting room and go up a floor. There are some hard enemies on these floors that I've rarely seen before, but it's not that bad. When I reach floor 1, there's a light beam in the starting room, leading me to floor 0. Home. Okay, let's fight this guy. This guy is pretty hard. I hope I don't get my ass beat. If I do get my ass beat, I will pop Magician, but I think I can beat this guy. But definitely the first phase isn't that bad. If you stand in the aura too long, you take damage. Okay, now second phase. Second phase is a whole lot more tough. Then something like an angel-like thingy. And he does that attack the whole time, which is super annoying. Oh my god. I thought he was done, but he did it once more. Twice more. I think this attack is so cool. Definitely when he throws it like this. Okay, that was Dogma. I think I've never seen his attack. Normally you kill him before he does this. It's kinda cool, not gonna lie. Okay, let's do the beast. I'm gonna immediately crack the sky. And homing sharp key. If you don't know that the attack is coming, you get hit by that attack so hard. Ooh, that was a very close dodge. Okay, we're halfway. I think. I think now she just charges at me. Until she's dead. I was here. Nice. Hey, we got her. Nice. That Ragman was scarier than either final boss, what the fuck? So true, man. That Ragman was so scary. Imagine if Ragman killed you. After a month of no item Isaac, I managed to get every ending, as well as all completion marks on Apollyon. I ended with 3 items in my item list. Void, Dogma and Death's Note. I did not expect Void to show up in my item page. Lucky Foot, the starting item of Cain, did not appear in my item page. I thought you had to encounter something in a run for it to show up, but I guess I was wrong. Picking up items was banned in this challenge, but Void is a starting item, so it's allowed. Dogma was forced upon me after killing Dogma and was not picked up, so it's also allowed. But Death's Note is debatable. It does not do anything, and I could not void it. Why is it not a light beam, or a button, or something? But yeah, I did touch that pedestal item, and I did pick up Death's Note. There is, however, one way Death's Note can be avoided. One other way to get to the home floor and fight the beast. And I bet a lot of you have already thought about it. Eden with the glowing hourglass. The glowing hourglass is a very cool active item. When used, it resets you back to the previous room. This can be used if you're losing to a boss to reset it and give it another try. It can also be used to literally go back up a floor if you just went down. In the lore of this game, Isaac is scared of Mom because she is trying to kill him. He finds a trapdoor underneath his carpet leading to the basement, which is the first floor of any run. So if you use the glowing hourglass right after arriving in the basement, according to the lore, you end up in Isaac's bedroom. This is a really cool sort of Easter egg that I will be using. The only way to spawn with glowing hourglass is by using Eden. This character spawns with a random active item and passive item every game. These do unfortunately go to the item page, so that's why I've been avoiding Eden until now. But they are starting items, so they are allowed. Before the final beast run, I made a backup save, which I copied to my second save file. Here the beast will be killed without picking up any items, even Death's Note. I do what I do best, resetting, until I get the glowing hourglass. There are at least 100 different active items in the game that I've unlocked, so the chances are not great, but it's definitely better than resetting for a credit card. My first glowing hourglass, I have the passive item 7 Seals, which spawns a small horseman. These guys are pretty strong. One cool thing I can also do is use the glowing hourglass to reset the Dogma fight if it looks like I'm going to die. I managed to kill Dogma, but now the real challenge starts. My health is reset to 6 hearts, but now I must fight 4 horsemen and the beast. It does not go well. The green horseman especially is terrible. And then I died against the final one. But I did get some practice in. 9 resets later I already get my second hourglass. Oh whoa, that was fun. Whoa, Cricket's hat? Yo, this can be huge, guys. That means my damage is doubled. It's one of the best items I could have gotten. Dogma got kinda close, since I only started with 2 health, but now I should easily win. But then this happened. I'm actually so nervous. Oh, I got hit by that. Did I pick up an item? You're kidding me. Hey, that's definitely not allowed. This run I had the trinket Wishbone. When you get hit, there's a 2% chance it breaks and drops an item. I accidentally immediately picked up this item, which is banned. This ruined an amazing run, which I could have won. I should have dropped the trinket before the fight, but I did not think it would come up. It took a long time before I got another good hourglass run. So long that the counter is back. One run I got Fruitcake, which gives you Tear's random effects. It did increase my damage, but of course it totally messed me up. One run had a lot of potential. I had Tarot Cloth, which doubles the effect of cards. I also found a Devil card. This increases my damage by 4, which is basically as good as Cricket's head. I just had to get past Dogma, so I could use the Devil card in the beast fight. But with my low damage and only 2 health, I did not manage to beat Dogma. Another run I had Big Chub. It was very good against Dogma, but in the beast fight it sucked and I died. Then I got close a few times with decent runs. I was getting a lot better at dodging, with more experience and a few tips from Twitch chat as well. Then finally I got a good passive item. This is Poison Tears, right? Oh, this is Nose Goblin! Oh, that's really good. Sinus Infection. Oh, yes. Decent stats as well, very good stats actually, very high fire rate, that's very good. This can be the run. Black Rune. That's so cool. Red key unlocked. Void. We get fire rate up. Nice. Sinus Infection will make it so I shoot Booger Tears, which stick to enemies. This is very good against bulky bosses, since I can stack a lot of them. Dogma goes smoothly, even though I only had 2 hearts to begin with. Then I somehow managed to clean sweep the horsemen. They died a lot faster because Sinus Infection, and I also got a lot better at dodging. Now only the beast is left. It's such anticlimactic, this last part of the fight, because he just charges at you. There's not even those pillars anymore that like break and fall onto you. He's just charging at you until he dies. Hell yeah. This was so much more easy than I thought it would be. Like, it did take me 5 hours, but like, if you just get a good item combination, it's so much easier than I thought it would be. So now I have 2 save files. One where my item page is as empty as possible, but I did pick up Dad's note. And one save file where my item page looks like this, but I did not pick up a single item. I hope everyone watching is satisfied with one of the 2 save files and the ending of this challenge. Let me know in the comments which save file you think is the coolest or fits best with this challenge. If you are still watching, consider subscribing. I'll be doing more stupid challenges in the future, also in other games, so subscribe if you'd like to see that. But before I go, here are some cool stats from this challenge. In total, this challenge took me 120 hours of streaming. It was pretty much perfectly divided in 3 parts. 40 hours preparing for the Mega Satan fight and unlocking everything. 40 hours of trying to beat Mega Satan. And 40 hours doing all the rest with Apollyon. I just wanted to shine some light on how absurd that Mega Satan fight was. If you want to see the live streams of this entire challenge, click here, or in the link in the description. By the way, I completely edited this video by myself, but I'm still new to it. If you think you can do a better job and want some editing work, please reach out to me on Discord. I would really love some editing help. But that was it for this video. Bye guys.